What I have in my hand is the cure to chronic low back pain. And as crazy as that might seem, if you give me a couple of minutes, I'll explain to you why this is the cure and how to apply this to your relief strategy today. You see this right here? This mason jar full of shooken up muddy water is where most of the people that I talk to when it comes to healing their chronic low back pain get stuck. Now, despite all the differences when it comes to chronic low back pain, the herniations, the bulges, the degeneration, the age group that you fall into, there's still so many common problems that are easily fixable that are actually keeping you stuck in pain. And truth be told, this is what most people's relief strategy looks like. There's exercises in there, there's injections in there, there's stretches in there, there's physiotherapy or massages or medication or even surgeries or another surgery that you're considering. What happens is your strategy becomes very confusing. It becomes very mixed up to where you're not really sure what's working and what's not. And you're doing the best that you can. You're told to stretch. You're told your core is weak. You're told that your glutes aren't firing. There's so much inflammation. We have to inject steroids into the area to calm it down. You're told these things and you believe it because you trust the people that are talking to you. Unfortunately, those strategies do not apply to chronic low back pain. So for you, this is how we solve the problem. We have to put down all the things that we think we need to be doing to get some clarity on what's actually working. So you're probably like, well,
That's easier said than done. I need to do these things to get out of bed. I need to stretch. I need to exercise. I need to keep moving or my pain's gonna come back.
so let's break down the action steps to calming things down, allowing that mud to settle so you have more clarity. Step number one is make a list. Make a list of all the things that you are currently doing right now in hopes of it actually working long-term, or maybe it's just getting you some temporary relief to get through the day today. This was my personal list that I made years ago after I was diagnosed with a ruptured L5-S1 disc along with degenerative discs above that site. These were all the things that I was doing to treat the symptoms that I was dealing with. Now that we have this list, the next step is to audit and test each and every one of these things to really identify what is working and what is not. Now, the way we do that is simple. Eliminate all of these things that are on your list from your daily routine. Now, I know you're scared. I know, but I have to do these things. Just trust me. If you want to get out of chronic low back pain and get away from temporary fixes, do the things that I'm talking about. They will help you and bring you more clarity for what you should be doing for the next steps. So you're going to eliminate all the stretches. You're going to eliminate the PT exercises, the core training, all the things that you're doing because it gives you temporary relief or you think it's going to give you relief one day. Stop doing them and only do moderate walking below your pain tolerance. So if your walking tolerance is 5 minutes, then you're going to walk for 5 minutes and then you're going to take a break. Later, a couple hours later, you're going to walk again. The only routine, the only thing that you're doing right now for the next couple of days is a slow paced or a moderate paced walk below your pain tolerance. This is going to keep us moving and give us the feeling of actually doing something while we start with a very simple, clear, consistent baseline to start testing. Now, from that list that you have, I want you to take one of them. Just take the top one that you've written down, and I want you to only do that specific thing for the next 2 to 3 days. And each day, I want you to do them around 2 to 3 sets of, let's say, 10 to 12 reps each. Now, odds are you're doing something like stretches or core training or hanging from a bar or some kind of decompression thing that you saw online. Whatever it is that you're doing, take it out, extrapolate it into reps and sets or however much time you're doing it for. And I want you to isolate that one activity and test it against what is your symptom that you're trying to fix. So for you, if it's pain with bending over, if it's pain with brushing your teeth and spitting the toothpaste out of your mouth, if it's pain with washing the dishes, that is what we are testing this one thing up against. So let's just say it's a hamstring stretch. Do your hamstring stretch, 3 sets. Let's say you're gonna hold it for an amount of time or a certain amount of reps going down and coming back up, and you're going to test that painful activity. Does it hurt less? Does it hurt more? Or did it not change anything at all? And sometimes you'll get an immediate result, as in, yes, when I stretched my hamstring, the pain went away and I was able to bend over and brush my teeth. But then we're gonna test it the next day. How do we feel the next day? Can we brush our teeth and spit out the toothpaste and not be in pain? Yes. Do we have more pain? Is the pain back? Okay, let's test the hamstring stretch again. Let's do the hamstring stretch multiple times in one day to see if it's going to give us long-term relief. This is the measuring stick that you're using. Is it giving me short-term temporary relief? relief, as in the moment I can do it without pain, but the pain always comes back, so we need a few more days to test. After testing it for a few days, see if it's actually giving you long-term relief, as in now you can bend over, brush your teeth without any pain. And what you're gonna do is simply go down your list, testing each and every single one of these strategies that you've been accumulating or doing on a daily and weekly basis until you find the ones that are not helping you and identify the ones that have a direct positive impact on the symptom that you're trying to treat. And what you've been able to accomplish by doing this strategy is taking that muddy water that was so nasty and so shooken up, and we've allowed things to settle down. The clarity that you're gonna gain with, I've been wasting my time doing all of these different random things, and none of them but one actually make me feel good in the long term. And that's a first critical step in curing chronic low back pain when you feel like you had done everything and nothing seems to work. Now, this is where normal chronic back pain sufferers will stop, but you're not any normal back pain sufferer. You're here to solve your pain. So this next step is absolutely critical. Now, before moving on, if the muddy water analogy makes sense to you, it gives you some clarity, make sure you hit the like button. It's super helpful for me to know that what I'm saying is landing with where you are. So you've eliminated all the mechanical things that have been picking at the scab or creating more sensitivity in your low back. Now we have to address the deeper core issue that most people just breeze over or have no idea is triggering their pain. Now, after working with thousands of people all over the world, helping them heal their chronic low back pain despite how long they've been in it, two things are always the loudest culprits of chronic low back pain that I have seen: fear and tension. These two things can ruin any chronic low back pain strategy despite the exercises or whatever you're implementing or hoping that's going to help you overcome your pain. If you are afraid to bend, twist, lift, use your body the way God created it, it's going to create tension. You're going to have avoidance patterns which create more muscle tension in your body. When you have more muscle tension in your body, your movement becomes restricted. You can't bend, you can't twist. When you go to buckle up, when you go to step out of your car, your back thinks it's a dangerous move that you should be avoiding. Therefore, it creates more tension. It creates what's called your protection mechanism. And this is where a lot of people just like you get stuck. They're doing the exercises, they're doing the stretches, they've done the injections, they've done the surgery, they've done all the things, and yet they still have this underlying fear. But when it comes down to it, the fear of making a mistake, the fear of using their body creates tension, which keeps them in this chronic loop of pain that you're in. So your most important step from this moment forward is to tune in to the fear and tension that you notice inside of your body throughout your day. Are you holding your shoulders? Do you hold your back? Do you only move in the thoracic spine area? You don't even bend your low back anymore. You kneel to grab everything. You grab things with sticks and loppers because bending over is fearful. You don't want to cause another spasm. You really need to step back and look at all the areas, all the activities, all the moments in your day where you find yourself avoiding a certain movement because of fear, or you're creating tension because you don't want to do something to your low back that may cause more pain or damage. If you really do this while you're sitting, while you're standing, while you're washing dishes, while you're cooking for your family, you will notice that there is tension and there's avoidance patterns that have become so subconscious that you don't even think about them. They're just doing it. So what you have to do in those moments is to notice them, acknowledge that you're creating tension because of fear or some kind of avoidance patterns. Take a deep breath and learn to relax and let that tension go. It might be relaxing your stomach. It might be allowing your butt to go into anterior pelvic tilt. It might be relaxing the muscles in your low back. It might be unlocking your knees. There's a lot of ways that we can create tension because of fear. The more you tune into it, the more control and understanding you're gonna have. The more control and understanding you have, the more you can release it, and the more relief you're gonna get that's gonna last forever. Now, if anything I've said today resonates with your specific story, I've got a very simple quiz that you can take to see if you could actually fix your back on your own. No doctors, no drugs, no surgery. It's a simple quiz you can take, and based on your results, I'll send you the detailed strategy that I personally use to heal 10 plus years of pain that I've also used on thousands of students all over the world get the exact same results. Just simply go to the link below this video here, click it, take the quiz, and again, based on your results, I'll send you the best strategy that you should be implementing. Thanks for watching, God bless, and I will see you on the next episode.